to continue today, and today I'm going to bring you another huge stack of Blu-ray plates. So yeah, as you saw from my last video, well not my last video, my last but one, the cock block of Blu-ray plates, I picked up a massive amount of Blu-rays, and since then I've started a few things in order, and I've picked up a few things since as
well. Sorry, I was just watching, get ready to watch Manicus Tattooi's huge stack of Blu-ray update that he uploaded here. This is about 23 minutes, but since I'm here, it's Saturday. Before I resumed watching his videos, enjoying some Twizzlers as well. Sorry, it's not professional of me. Let me continue my tradition of reviewing two movies for you. Let me do that first. Let me change to my reviewing clothes and say the magic words: I don't want peanut butter sandwiches, and presto changeo. Feels good to be in my reviewing clothes. Anyway, let's continue my tradition, and I have two movies here that I reviewed, that I watched, today. Okay, The Master, starring the late Philip Seymour Hoffman, Joaquin Phoenix, and Amy Adams. That came out in 2012. And of course, I have Blue Jasmine. That's starring, written and directed by Woody Allen, of course, starring Kate Blanchett, Alec Baldwin, Louis C.K., Bobby Cannell, Andrew Dice Clay, Sally Hawkins, Peter Saragar, and Michael Stahlberg. And that came out in 2013. Okay, so let's talk about The Master first. Now, I heard really good things, and I heard that that Philip C. Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix had both got nominated. I think even Amy Adams got nominated for Academy Awards. Okay, and again, this is written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Okay, and basically it's about a naval veteran played by Joaquin Phoenix, who's has kind of issues from the war. He's not quite the same guy that he was. Okay, and you can tell his name is Freddie Quill. Okay, and he's basically drifting aimlessly after he gets out of the Navy, during World War II, after World War II is over. He goes through basically a series of breakdowns. He tries to work a normal job, but he winds up just having issues with, he likes to drink, and he kind of drifts from place to place, and he's stumbling from here to there until he finally stumbles in one of his runaway things when he's running away from something. He actually stumbles into this what would be, I guess back then, I guess they didn't have the name cult, but it's basically a cult, and it's led by the Master, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Okay, he's sort of like the charismatic leader of this cult. Okay, he plays a character named Lancaster Dodd, and Amy Adams plays his wife Peggy Dodd. Okay, and Jesse Plemons plays his son Val. Okay, and you have Amber Childs, who plays his daughter Elizabeth Dodd. And basically, in the night that he stumbles onto the boat when they're sailing, I think to Los Angeles, and he stumbles upon he gets on the boat before it just takes off. Okay, and then when he wakes up, Lancaster Dodd kind of takes him under his wing and tries to I guess normalize him in a way. But Joaquin Phoenix's character is he's disturbed from his experience from the war. He's kind of disturbed, and they kind of show you, sometimes they show you flashbacks of when he was in the civilian life. And basically Philip Seymour Hoffman likes to keep him around because he can mix a great brew and stuff, and he likes having his character around. And basically this is about his experience in this cult. That's they say that Philip Seymour Hoffman's a charismatic leader. He's the leader of the cult. He's charismatic, and he has this whole thing about rebirth and people living previous lives, and basically, and you can tell that it's a cult because you have people that doubt him. They go to show up when he has these meetings with all these people. You have people that doubt him. And Joaquin Phoenix is basically, his character is trying to fit in, of course, but like I said, from his experience in the war, he's kind of messed up, and all he's really, he has anger issues, of course, and and he likes to drink, and he likes to, he likes to fool around. But like I said, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character is basically trying to help him, and of course, Amy Adams, his wife, is kind of leery of having him around because she thinks he doesn't want to change. And let me just say, Joaquin Phoenix gives a fantastic performance in this movie. His character is just so unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do from moment to moment. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is really good at and you can see why he's the charismatic leader of this cult, because when he's in a scene, he grits your attention. Philip Seymour Hoffman the late Philip Seymour Hoffman was just a great actor, and you can tell he's this charismatic leader who's has all these people under his sway, and he's also at the same time he likes Joaquin Phoenix's character Freddie Quall, and he even tries to help him to overcome his bad habits and stuff, and it's just a remarkable acting thing. Now, story-wise, it's not as hard to follow, but it doesn't have a normal narrative. I would say that's what I want to say. It doesn't have the typical normal narrative. Okay, it doesn't. Like, see, Joaquin Phoenix's character has these moments where he explodes, and you don't know what his character will do from moment to moment, because he's really messed up from the war, and they even show that a lot of that in the beginning of the movie, of him when he's in the service and they're trying to treat him and stuff, and trying to figure out why he's the way he is. Okay, and his character is very unpredictable, and like I said, he gives a great performance as this unstable character, and when he's on the screen, I tell you, you never know what he's going to do, and you're riveted to watching to see what's going to happen. And of course, like I said before, Philip Seymour Hoffman is really good as the Master in the title, who's this charismatic leader who goes from place to place, trying to preach this, this message that he has about rebirth and about how people lived in past lives and stuff, and how it affects the current lives and stuff. And it was, like I said, the story doesn't have a real normal beginning, middle, end type of narrative to me, but it's still an interesting movie to watch, and I would give The Master a 7.5. But I said the performances from Philip Seymour Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix, even Amy Adams is good too, but mostly it's Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Those two together are magnetic and give great performances, really intense. And Joaquin Phoenix, wow, his character is you can tell his character is just messed up, and this really, and I don't know, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, he sees something in him and he wants to help him, and it's just an interesting movie to watch. It's a great human story, okay, and like I said, you have that cult aspect as well that's going on in this, and it's I said, an interesting movie. Again, I'll give it a 7.5. Okay, that's the performance, like I said, from the Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman, great, and Amy Adams is good in her part as well. And again, 7.5, definitely an interesting movie to watch. Okay, now the next movie on my list is Blue Jasmine. Okay, this is written and directed by Woody Allen, and I haven't seen a Woody Allen movie in a while. Okay, and of course, Cate Blanchett just won the Academy Award for Best Actress for this, so I was interested in watching it. I thought this, I think, before she won, but I wanted to see what all the hubbub was about it. Okay, this movie, of course, stars Cate Blanchett, Alec Baldwin, great cast: Louis C.K., Bobby Cannell, Andrew Dice Clay, Sally Hawkins, Peter Sarsgaard, and Michael Stuhlbarg. Excuse me, and this is basically about the New York socialite, Cate Blanchett's character. Okay, her name is Jasmine, and basically she's trying to reinvent herself. She's coming out to San Francisco to live with her sister, played by what's her name? Sally Hawkins, a sister named Ginger, because she's trying to reinvent herself because she was a former New York socialite who was married, and basically she had to, her husband Hal, played by Alec Baldwin, was this I guess this businessman type who basically swindled people, and she's fleeing from that all the big scandal and going out to San Francisco to live with her sister temporarily too, so she can get herself together. Okay, and her sister is more of a free spirit. Okay, she's divorced and she's dating. Her character, Sally Hawkins, Ginger, used to be married to Andrew Dice Clay's character named Augie. Okay, and they basically show you in flashbacks of how, you know, Jasmine used to live with her husband Hal out in New York when they were socialites, and she was a bit of a snob. They lived well and stuff, but she was a bit of a snob and an elitist personality and stuff, and you can see in the flashbacks when they show her sister visiting her with her husband, and how she's, how she kind of talks down to them and stuff, and she thinks she's above everything else. And like I said, once the scandal hits, she goes out to San Francisco to live with her sister, okay, and intrudes in her sister's life. And then, of course, she's trying to reinvent herself, and she meets people. And this is like I said, it's a typical Woody Allen movie. You can tell from the dialogue, the human interaction, and basically, like I said, Jasmine is played by Cate Blanchett. She's like I said, a former socialite. She's trying to reinvent herself, and she's kind of make herself better than she is. And she's very talkative, okay, and I can see why she won the Academy Award, because she gives a really good, intense performance, and she's emotional, she's manipulative, she's caring, and she's uncaring at the same time, and she's really good at the role, Cate Blanchett. And also, I think, what's her name, Sally Hawkins, who plays her sister, I think should have been nominated as well as supporting actress, I guess, for a character of Ginger. Her character is more like down to earth and more giving, and then they show her life. Like I said, she's divorced from Andrew Dice Clay's character, who, and in the flashback they show, I guess one of the reasons why you would think they got divorced is because they got involved with Jasmine's husband, Alec Baldwin, Hal, and basically took the money that they were going to start up their own business with, and he basically squandered it. Okay, and so there's resentment there, especially from his part. And then you also saw Jasmine, they show the flashbacks of her and her husband Hal, and how Hal is screwing around on her, and she doesn't know, she's in denial, and it's just a really good human story. And like I said, Cate Blanchett is really good. She plays this lady that's she's always talking. And there's a great scene in the beginning of the movie where she's flying out in San Francisco, and she's basically talking to this woman who doesn't get a word in edgewise. She's basically explaining how she used to live and how she's coming out to live with her sister now. She's a character that's very has a high opinion of herself. Okay, and she's coming out to live with her sister, who she really doesn't want to live with, but she kind of has no choice. But she's trying to invent herself, and she meets people out there, and she even starts up another relationship out there, and it's basically about her interactions with her sister and the new people that she meets out. And they also, like I say, show flashbacks of her, how she used to live with her husband Hal before the scandal broke with them. And it's a good movie. Like I said, you can tell Woody Allen movies, they have, you always have great dialogue with Woody Allen movies and stuff. Okay, and Cate Blanchett is a charismatic actress, so she holds this way. But I also think Sally Hawkins is really, really good in this. It's been a while since I've seen her or anything, but she's really, really good. And I think she probably should have been nominated as well for Best Supporting Actress. And I think she's really that good in this movie. But I'm going to give Blue Jasmine a 7.5. It kind of ended weird to me, how it ended. It didn't end the way I thought it would end, I guess, put it that way. But is it worth seeing? Yes. And I would give it a 7.5. I'd say Cate Blanchett I thought was great, and I could see why she got nominated for Best Actress. And the supporting actors are good in this. Like I said, Louis C.K., Bobby Cannavale, he's really good in it. Bobby Cannavale, I think that's his name. Andrew Dice Clay is good at his limited part. And but I especially think Sally Hawkins, she really stands out as a supporting actress, as a sister of Jasmine, and I think she's really good, and she should have been nominated for Academy Award. I don't think she did get nominated. She didn't get nominated, but I think she would. Definitely, I would give this a 7.5. Okay? Okay, and I would give the Master a 7.5 as well. Like I said, it doesn't have a typical narrative to it, but you get really good performances out of Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and also Amy Adams. Okay, 7.5 for that, and a 7.5 for Blue Jasmine. Okay, if you've seen this movies, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below, and I'm going to go back to watching Maticus Tatooi's super huge stack of Blu-ray update. Okay, so let me switch out of my clothes back to my civilian clothes. Alabama peanut butter sandwich. 1, 2, 3. Presto changeo. Now. Okay, I'm back. Let's resume watching my Maticus Tatooi's super huge stack of Blu-rays. Definitely check him out. He's a great fellow YouTuber. Always has great pickups. Oh, so go ahead, and let me know what you think of my titles I reviewed, and I'm going to continue to watch Maticus Tatooi's super huge stack of Blu-rays. Okay.
Well, so I thought I was going to do another one of these to get some more out of the way. I've got some more coming as well next week, so there'll probably be another one at the end of